Well, with our experience, and again going back to the market and wanting to keep that money in place, a lot of the companies out there, the Fidelities, are advertising roll over your 401k. So just a little background: if you're at a job and you have a 401k plan, that company is sponsoring the plan, so that the company is in control while you're working there. Once you leave or retire, then you have the window open. The company doesn't want you anymore because they're paying the bills for the plan, so they want you to take that money out. But you have to actually do it. So you have to fill out a form and transfer those funds. So one option is to transfer it into an ordinary IRA at Fidelity and invest in stocks. And again, you're locked into those securities. The other option is to take that money and move it into a self-directed account and put you entirely in charge. Now, it's not for everybody because you are in charge and you have to make all the decisions for it.
Not easy being the boss.
It's not easy being the boss. So I like to say with self-direction, it's the greatest thing and the worst thing. The greatest thing is you get to make every single decision. The worst thing is you have to make every single decision. So if you're the type of person that doesn't want that responsibility for your own account, go to Wall Street. But if you're the type that's going to take charge, do some research, understand investments, and make those investments, then steer that out of the stock market and into a self-directed account where you get to do everything, including stocks if you want to. A lot of our clients still do some stock stuff, but it's the control to drive by and see a property for sale, or think that metals are going to go up, or some investment is going to return a lot in the future. You get to make that investment, and it's you alone deciding to make that investment. So we see people that have lost track of their 401k.
Right.
Say they've changed jobs a few times. In fact, we had somebody here, retired engineer, one of the co-founders of New Direction, got a letter in the mail from her former employer saying, "You've got this money," and she, it's another spam. She threw it away and came back again. Looked at it. Oh my gosh, there's money that is sitting at this former employer. In fact, there's a whole industry of lost participants.
Right.
So you wander off, you change jobs, 6 months later, it's ancient history, and you forget that employer has been contributing to a plan for you. It's still there, it's still yours, you just have to go get it. So think back of previous jobs you've had.
Right.
Did you have a 401k? Where is that money?
Where is it? Yeah.
Hopefully it's with you, but it might still be there. So follow up, call them, and that's a great opportunity to take charge. So unfortunately, most of those 401k plans are controlled by the company. The company wants to minimize costs. Wall Street is cheaper transaction-wise than doing other things a lot of times. But you have to look at the potential of the investments that you could make on your own versus what you're going to make in Wall Street or lose in Wall Street.
Well, like we've always said, a big component is that diversity. Obviously, some stocks, some bonds. In our case, precious metals, but there's also real estate. There's many areas, and I think that's the thing that when people look at self-directed, that's what really intrigues them. They finally look through that process and say, "Oh, here's what real diversity is, and here's a company that's offering it to me." I think that's the important part. And like you mentioned, the old 401k. In an industry where we have people who are working technology and they jump from job to job to program, we're seeing more and more people who don't even think about it because that's not their mindset. But I think everyone should take a minute and say, okay, where have I worked? What plan did I have? And get that all together and truly get a plan going, because that's the only way you'll do it, is if you have it in one place, now you make a plan that makes sense for your future.
Right, absolutely.